right. Talking about ice skates.
Man, I do love ice.
Yeah, here we got an article about Yuki-Onna.
That's right.
Yeah,
out of
the snow woman.
corner pocket, taking it out. We were talked about doing this before.
So
But here
the Yuki-Onna as a snow woman ghost described as inhumanly beautiful, whose eyes can strike terror into mortals that get lost traveling in the snowy mountains.
Beautiful terror.
Go out and buy a mountain. Absolutely open. Now, if you don't go out and buy a mountain, now you're just poor. And nobody likes poor people.
That's right, Phil. That's right.
She floats across the snow, leaving no footprints.
Let me give you a description. The Yuki-Onna appeared on snowy nights as a tall, beautiful woman with long black hair and blue eyes. Her inhumanly pale or even transparent skin makes her blend into the snowy landscape, as famously described by Lefaciro Hearns Quadan. Stories and Studies on Strange Things. I think I said that wrong, but whatever. She sometimes wears a white kimono, but other legends describe her as with only her face and hair standing out against the snow. Despite her inhuman beauty.
Wait, do you remember that one thing that we read about that was the ghost that was like in the cemetery where they kept seeing like flashing lights or whatever, and they were saying it was because of a Texas snowstorm that they died? Was it this woman? Because she just wasn't wearing any clothes? Is that why they died?
Right.
Solved the mystery. Yuki-Onna was the one that was in the Texas.
She came all the way to the warm climate of Texas.
That's right.
Her eyes can strike terror into mortals. She floats across the snow, leaving no footprints. In fact, some tales say she has no feet. Sorry, foot fetishists. A feature of many Japanese ghosts. And she can transform into a cloud of mist or snow if threatened.
Some legends say that Yuki-Onna, being associated with winter and snowstorms, is the spirit of someone who perished in the snow. She is at the same time beautiful and serene.
Beautiful
Yes.
and serene!
That's right. Yet ruthlessly killing unsuspecting mortals until the 18th century. She was almost uniformly portrayed as evil. Today, stories often color her as more, emphasizing her ghost-like nature and
In many stories, the Yuki-Onna appears to travelers trapped in snowstorms and uses her icy breath to leave them as frost-coated corpses.
Oh man, that's my favorite ice cream.
Delicious frost-coated corpses. Get it at your local Dairy Queen.
Corpses. We got all the flavors.
Specifically just coated corpses. Other legends say
Just sewed separate.
That's your lovely. Yeah, get the teeth separate. Other legends say she leads them astray, so they simply die of exposure. Other times she manifests holding a child. That's pretty random and crazy, right? When a well-intentioned soul takes the child, quotations, away from her, they are frozen in place. Parents searching for lost children are particularly susceptible to this tactic. Other legends make Yuki-Onna much more aggressive, angry. In these stories, she often invades homes, blowing in the door with gusts of winds to kill the residents in their sleep. Some legends require her to be invited inside.
What Yuki-Onna is varies from tale to tale. Sometimes she is simply satisfied to see a victim die. Other times she is more vampiric, draining her victim's blood or life force. She occasionally takes on a succubus-like manner, preying on the weak-willed men to drain or freeze them through sex or a kiss.
Or even, dare I say, hand-holding.
Oh, scandalous.
so scandalous, makes me sweat profusely. Like the snow in winter weather she represents, Yuki-Onna has a softer side. If you know what I'm saying. Soft palms and hands for that lecherous hand-holding.
When will she ever take off those gloves?
Vile woman. She sometimes lets would-be victims go for various reasons. In one popular Yuki-Onna legend, for example, she sets a young boy free because of his beauty and age. She makes him promise never to speak of her, but later in life he tells the story to his wife, who reveals herself to be the Snow Woman. What a twist!
What a twist!
He tells about the wife, and she's like, it was me all along. She reviles him for breaking his promise, even though he only broke his promise to her.
Technically, he didn't break the promise.
Technically, it was fine, but whatever. But spares him again. This time out of concern for their child. But if he dares mistreat their children, she will return with no mercy. So then she divorced him and left. Clearly, this was what they're saying. Luckily for him, he is a loving father. In some versions, she chose not to kill him because he told her, which she did not treat as a broken promise.
Right.
Exactly. Technically, Yuki-Onna herself is not a human, and thus it did not count.
Right.
He, brought his lawyer in. He's like, excuse me, but
Like,
I'm going to tell you,
objection!
Yep.
You know what? He himself was a lawyer, so he convinced her.
Such a beautiful, youthful lawyer.
Yeah.
In a similar legend, Yuki-Onna melts away once her husband discovers her true nature. However, she departs to the afterlife afterwards the same way.
A long time ago, there lived two woodcutters, Minokichi and Mosaku. Minokichi was young, and Mosaku was very old. One winter day, they could not come back home because of a snowstorm. They found a hut in the mountain and decided to sleep there. On this particular evening, Masako woke up and found a beautiful lady with white clothes. She breathed on old Masako, and he was frozen to death.
Yeah, F old people.
In reality, he was just like, they kept fighting over the blankets, so he just kicked him outside the tent.
She then approached Minokichi to breathe on him. I really like rolling her today. But stared at him for a while and said, I thought I was going to kill you. That same as the old man, but I will not.
God.
But I will not.
She loves him.
Because you are young and beautiful. You must not tell anyone about this incident. If you tell anyone about me, I'll kill you.
Oh my god. She is like so in love with him.
Several years later, Minokichi met a beautiful young lady named Oyuki. Yuki means snow. And married her. She was a good wife. Minokichi and Oyuki had several children and lived happily for many years. Mysteriously, she did not age.
One night, after the children were asleep, Minokichi said to Oyuki, whenever I see you, I am reminded of a mysterious incident that happened to me when I was young. I met a beautiful young lady like you. I do not know if it was a dream or if she was Yuki-Onna. After he finished the story, Oyuki suddenly stood up and said, That woman you met was me!
Pranked you!
I told you that I would kill you if you ever told anybody about that incident. However, I can't kill you because of our children. Take care of our children. She then melted and disappeared. No one ever saw her again. LOL. Funny story, right, bro?
But what about what he thought about this? He says that, she says, it was me, and then melts away.
It's like, no! And then, everybody's like, hey, man, where's your wife?
The children come out, Dad, where's Mom?
Yeah, where's Mom?
She melted, you little shits!
Dad! She melted because you don't do your chores.
Get the belt! Dad!
Beats my dad.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Well,
yeah, not funny, but funny at the same
Not funny,
time.
but funny.
Yeah. So what did you think there, Goose? What did you think of old Yoki?
I like Yuki-Onna. Of course.
If you married a girl and, like, 20 years later you're noticing that she never aged, would you just suddenly be like, there was this once a girl that looked like you that almost tried to kill me, but I'm going to bring it up to you.
Even though she said not to or she'd kill me.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about this is that a lot of the description is like, oh, she's super white, and she can turn into snowstorms, and she freezes people to death. Like, isn't that just snow?
Yeah. Well, I think it was
hair though.
I think it was just, like, to give, because, like, people would die in, like, snowstorms, and then their family would be searching for some kind of answer why did it happen. So I think just something like this.
Because she froze to death in a snowstorm.
So, like, something like this, like, like, this gives them something to at least blame. And, like, oh, it wasn't, like, anybody's fault for walking out in a snowstorm. It was Yuki-Onna. That's the one. She's the one that did it.
My husband didn't die of the cold like an idiot. He was seduced by a snow witch.
Yeah, I told him to go out with, with a coat and all this other stuff. And I told him not to leave because of a blizzard, but he said, Martha, I'm going to the store for milk and cigarettes. I'll be back later. And then he died.
See,
Don't ask me about the bloody knife. That's from cutting the steak.
See, he brought his ice-resistant coat, but he didn't bring his ice-resistant condom. That's why he died.
Oh, my God. Anyways, for next time there, Goose, what do you think?
I'm thinking, I want to know more about the lizard people under the earth.
Yeah, the ones that's running the secret underground base
the
on Mars.
That are controlling our every move.
Everybody get your tinfoil hats for the next episode of the Folklore Scrolls.
You don't
going after the lizard people.
You don't want to be mind controlled by no lizard people. But no reptilians.
Maybe we'll get special guest Alex Jones.
Maybe we'll get special guest Mr. Not a Reptilian, says on his business card.
Yeah, this scene right here in LinkedIn. Where
on Craigslist.
He's holding up a one of those paper cutouts of a face that's like human, but it almost looks like a reptile behind. But you know what? I trust him.
Maybe we'll get a real lizard and just poke it till it talks.
He's got a trusting smile.
He's got a warm, winning smile.
So, anyways, yeah. See you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Download this to a USB, mail it to your grandma.
And don't sit too long on the toilet where you could get some kind of infection. You just gotta do your business and get off.
Holler at you later.
Bye.